Dear students, we are going to see how to declare, read and print one-dimensional arrays and how we can manipulate the program to find various stars on one-dimensional arrays. So let us see how to declare the arrays. So the declaration of the arrays goes like this. The data type of the array followed by the name of the array followed by the size of the array within an angled bracket. So here A is an array of 20 integer data. So the first element will be referred by A of 0, second element by A of 1. Likewise, the 20th element will be referred by A of 19. And I require the variables n and I for storing the number of elements of the array and for indexing this array I. Now I am going to read the number of elements of the array using scanf %d ampersand n. So which will be reading the number of elements or the size of the array into the variable n. So now I have to read the array elements. So how many array elements? N array elements. For which I have written for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Here it is less than n because the index goes from 0 to n minus 1. So you can write I less than n, or you can also write I less than or equal to n minus 1. So both will do. Now for every outer loop I have to perform the reading operation by using scanf %d, and you can observe the reading of array elements. You have to use ampersand for the address operator, name of the array is A and the index is I. So when first time when I equal to 0, you are going to read the A of 0th element. When I equal to 1, you are going to read A of 1 element. Likewise, you are going to read the all n elements until the index n minus 1. So this is the common instructions for reading the array. Now for printing the array, so I have used the same for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, printf %phi d A of I. So in the scanf I have used ampersand, and in the printf I am not using the ampersand. And also I have used a %phi d because between one number and another number I want some space. If the digit is if the number is 5 digit, so it takes all the 5 positions. If the number is 2 digit, the 3 digits will be blank. So it generates the gap. This is the idea behind this. So now let us run it and check the output. So the number of elements of the array, if I read as 5 and if I read the elements as 9, 15, 20, 29, 6 and 56. Suppose these are my 5 elements. You can observe that the array elements are 9, 15, 29, 6 and 56. So now we can extend this program to perform various operations like finding the sum of array elements. So I declare one more variable called sum and I initialize the sum to 0. Now after reading every element of the array, so here the for loop for reading I have here this, and after reading I will be performing the addition of every element to the sum by writing the statement sum is equal to sum plus E of I. So I have put a bracket because my for loop now has two statements. Previously for loop had only scanf statement, so there was no need of putting a bracket. Now after computing the sum, I am printing the array elements by using for I equal to 0, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus, printf %phi d A of I, which prints all the array elements. Now to print the sum, I am writing printf sum is equal to %d \n comma sum, which prints the sum. So let us save it and run it. So if the array elements, the number of array elements is 4 and the elements are 12, 29, 37, 1. You can see that the output is array elements are 12, 29, 37, 81 and the sum is equal to 159. So to print the sum in the next line, you just add new line before printing the sum. So now again just execute and see the output once again. You can observe that the numbers and the sum will be printed in the next line. Now suppose I extend this program to find the largest of the array elements. So I will initialize large is equal to minus 100, assuming that my data is containing positive values. So now here, after I read the elements, I compare if E of I is greater than large, then I am going to overwrite my large with E of I. And after printing the sum, I want to print the largest also. Printf largest element in the array is %d \n, comma large. Now let us save it and run it to see the output. Suppose the number of elements is 4 and the elements are 12, 76, 94 and 32. You can observe the array elements are printed, sum is printed and the large element here is 94 is also printed. Thank you.